Danganronpa. Finally back continuing this game. Sorry for the long wait, but you know, I got a coffee here. We had downtime. Been a few hours before that. I started playing some Danganronpa. So I said we just get right into it, man. I don't remember if I read this part, so I'm gonna read it anyways. Hey, don't ya hate it when you ask them what their favorite movie is and they say some indie bullcrap? No, I don't want people do that. You're just you don't understand.
Very suspicious.
I feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that. Yeah, I've noticed that throughout this game. This bear seems to really enjoy changing the goddamn subject. Like, he seems to really enjoy changing the goddamn subject whenever we ask him important questions. Like, give us a goddamn straight answer to the fucking question. That either changes the subject or puts it into a fucking riddle. And I don't... Either changes the subject or gives us some fucking riddle, dude. Thank goodness. It looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off just fine last night.
Hey.
Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Could she have been right about that? Yeah, but... So was I right? Mr. Miss Carrie Gary? Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea. If we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
What the heck?
For serious. I see. Well, fine. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Sayonara, suckers. Yeah. Even if I did know where Kyoko was, I ain't telling you shit, bro. Fuck out of here if you think I'm actually gonna fucking tell you where she is if I knew where she was. As soon as he was gone, we all glanced at each other. So, what's that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? Or does he know?
You know?
Where the heck could she have gone? I think we should all go look for her. And how do you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her. Yeah, if Monokuma doesn't know where Kyoko is, I don't think anyone's gonna know where Kyoko is. If Monokuma doesn't know where she is, that means we ain't finding her. For another week.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, how can he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
How strange. Kyoko must have used that key to sneak in another part of the school, but somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice. Where could it be? Bro, now I gotta go on a fucking scavenger. No, yeah, fucking. Let's just call it a fucking scavenger. And we spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our room. It was free time then. Ooh, breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. Maybe I'll be able to find Kyoko. Never fucking mind. You know what, I'll hang out with Toko. God damn it. I don't want to. I'd rather look for Kyoko if that helps. Kyoko's like literally the best character in the game. Try to change my mind. I would have to say either Toko or Kyoko. No, why don't I just fucking teleport there? What am I fucking doing? This where Kyoko is? And not Kyoko, Toko. When are we ever gonna get out of here? Not that I have much to look forward to if I did get out. Yeah.
What's your problem?
What, more pity? Aren't you such a good person showing me all this pity? I spent some time with Toko. So can I get a little closer today? No. I feel worse than I did this morning. My body feels like, you know, now I'm getting chills. This is bad. I think I might be getting sick. I'm getting the chills. I feel kinda dizzy. I can't help it. I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but I felt like my body had reached its limits. As I dropped onto my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. I was unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Well, that's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It's more like my consciousness went dim. He was back and forth between sleep and wakefulness, which is all I had to. I was restless, yeah. At some point I found myself wandering through a strange dream. And within the dream, a voice echoed across the walls of my mind.
I understand.
That voice, it's so familiar.
Understand.
It's me.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here, it's to stay here.
Oh, is Makoto falling into despair right now? Huh? What am I trying to say?
Hope. This is all for hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here. My dream just now. What? So strange. Huh?
Oh. What the fuck? Bro, dude just standing at the end of my bed, bro, dude.
Kyoko? What did you say?
I'm not reading that many dots. No, I think he's imagining things. Every day is peaceful. Every day is joyful. Happy days from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Which always for unchanging, unending, happy days. Days of boredom repeated forever and ever. And no abnormalities as far as the eye can see, like without the tiniest speck of abnormality.
If the world were like that, I'd consider that pretty damn abnormal. Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Huh? I decided to bring myself up to rest the rest of the way. The chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy, they had all disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I'd caught either. The dream I'd had. What the hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them out from the depths of my memory. Wait, I remember. Wait. I came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. At night, I heard a voice I didn't really understand, and then well, soon I was awake. A strange person standing next to my bed wearing a mask, and they were holding a knife. I want to say I fought them off, but I don't actually remember. I think my mind has been detached from my body, burning up with fever. I was somewhere far away watching my body move on its own, and because of that, I don't know what really happened, but still, I think I resisted them desperately, feverishly. After that, things got black again. The next thing I remember, Kyoko was there, but what would she have been doing in my room? What a strange dream. No. Was it really a dream? How could I possibly find out either way? Oh yeah, I should probably see if the knife is still in the drawer. Probably is. I opened the desk door and... Huh? It's empty! There's nothing inside! Bro, what a fucking twist. Wait, nothing inside? That's strange. Because it definitely wasn't before. I'm positive I put the knife I got from Toko in here. Wait, that means... it was real. It wasn't a dream, you fool. The knife they told me to keep safe. I knew it. I just had a feeling it wasn't a dream after all. But if that's true, this all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? And who was that behind the mask? And why was Kyoko? What the hell is going on? Why don't I figure it out on my own? I should have the dining hall. I could talk to everyone else about it. Yeah, it's a little... I want to say it's a little suspicious that because that wasn't a dream, that there was a guy in a mask holding the knife and then magically Kyoko appeared. I find that too good to be fucking true.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, yep, that's Makoto, sure as the sky's blue. Hey, Hina. You really had me worried, you know? What happened to you last night?
'Cause,
Worried?
I mean...
Yeah, right after nighttime, we all went... We were hammering away your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd been, you know... Another... It actually happened. I mean, nobody here would wanna... You know... Anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. But why did you come to get me? This thing happened? Well, lots of stuff actually. I'm not sure I could really explain. Let's go meet up with everyone else so they could tell you all about it. So, everyone waiting somewhere else or something?
That's right.
Oh yeah, we all stayed up the whole night. No, whole night. I lost that rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
So he got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Okay, sure. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there. Gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night? These things was really not there. Staying up the whole night looking for goals. How stupid are you? I mean, now, well, it might be smart. You're just gonna be tired. Okay. Ah, there he is.
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
This is worse than being late for your wedding, the birthday of your son, and your own funeral all at once.
What?
Please, just show up now like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed. As Akina said, everyone was there besides Kyoko. And I noticed they'd formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw that something was... What the? Before I got to myself, I cried out. Spread out in front of them was the remains of monokuma.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
The see what makes it tick? What are you guys you fucking stupid or something? Like, is there something wrong in your guys' heads? Like, I'm sorry, won't that get us in trouble? I swear, Monokuma gets mad at us for this. All I'm saying is I had nothing to do with it.
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
How you all so calm about this?
She's not even phased.
Relax, there's no danger. You say that, but... What is this? What do you guys do? I feel like Kyoko shut down Monokuma. Okay, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous?
Hey, come
well,
on.
I guess I'll handle this. I'll expose what's going on, Makoto, because that's how much I like you. Yes, you found this little fellow laying around and we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything.
What?
I saw fun with the bed last night and I came to gym and try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any information about Kyoko's disappearance, and I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited here until the nighttime officially began, but still Monokuma lay there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move, so I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was Master's stroke of genius, a chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. When they discovered that he's quite a sophisticated machine. It's leagues beyond any normal remote control toy. Who has enough free time to invest in something like that anyway. But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving always? I thought maybe he malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause of that as we were taking it apart.
So in other words,
Mason happened his puppeteer. The mastermind, something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected? They were probably so scared of Master they ran away in terror. No, if anything, I'm sure they'd be scared of you. Christ.
Could it be?
Or maybe they got sick or something. Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? God, it's not the mastermind. I'm sure that's a recording. It's a timer and plays as necessary. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. He says the exact same thing every day, right? Hey guys, I don't think now's a good time for a light conversation. I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb! There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? Don't act like you're all surprised. Remember what happened the first day, bro? Where Monokuma almost blew Mondo up? That's super bad, we need to get rid of it. Roger that. And then here's the bomb has a motion sensor. Thanks for the movement, it's sure to go off. Motion sensor for serious? I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't you? I'm fine. I'm totally fine. You're so not fine. You're all No, I thought we should have mentioned the motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that. God, you're the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean!
Hey, come on, the century is just getting started. Don't call me the race. Don't call the race already. Whatever, just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging on to it's not gonna do any good. Yeah, good call.
Well?
Okay, it's down. Everything's all good. Here, I'll put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at that point. My burger with the Monokuma's remains. It stopped moving all of a sudden. Here, because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting. What could that have been? When I thought about it, I think back to the night before, being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Hey, makoto, huh?
Hey.
Don't, did you hear a thing you just said? So that's a no, what are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. They're saying since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And to continue our offensive assault.
It's all clear now.
To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity. We're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
This is the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity. Now there's a chance, wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there,
what?
If you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. Or go live in a chicken coop with all the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6. I don't want to be chicken number 6. You go be chicken number 6.
Such ignorance.
In a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. If we don't have to deliver, we don't have to time to deliver it. Shut. Let me get it back. Bring it home. Back.
But
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So, what are you going to do? Are you going to run away, or are you going to fight? Did he just say, are you going to run away? But you forgot the two. It's supposed to be, are you going to run away, not are you going to run away? You're right, I'll go with
It's all
you.
clear now.
Okay, then we're gonna break it to the headmaster. Thing comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourself. I'll follow you anywhere, master, to all ends of the earth. Stalker, you can hear me, let me your
How
story.
about that?
I can do this. I'm a man and I can do this. I got the will of the entire universe on my side. We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. The target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. Oh, bro, imagine we find Kyoko there. What a twist! I'm expecting to find Kyoko there. Like, there's no way we're not gonna find Kyoko in here. Soft as expected. So, what are you gonna do?
What?
Isn't it obvious? We're going to tear this door off its hinges. Wait, but the rules say we've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us, those don't matter anymore. Exactly, and who is he possibly gonna know did it? But like what Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there,
So, in other
we
words...
would have to finish our business before that could happen.
Hey.
Okay, sure, but
What?
we've come this far, we can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it. So beautiful.
I mean...
For serious. We don't have any choice, we're desperate. Let's go, let's rip this door down.
Actually...
Yeah, fuck the rules. Okay, but how are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? The thing in the tool
Oh,
shed.
so then...
Oh yeah, the pickaxe.
I see.
Interesting, that could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now.
It's all clear now.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. That's straight up unreasonable. Yeah, this man wants us to go and grab a pickaxe in 1 minute, and he wants us to go grab a pickaxe and be back in a minute. By myself?
Naturally.
Surely. You like to have your me time once in a while, right? Well, if it's me and you time, Master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. Unacceptable! Well, that took all right off. Loud as a herd of rabid elephants.
Hey.
But seriously though, are we just gonna knock this door down? No, probably. No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man! He's right. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if that risks means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all flibustered, no. I'm totally flop bag, flop staff. Oh no! Bro, where's Toko? What happened to Toko? I don't wanna... It is fucking 11:30. It is nearly fucking midnight. I don't want to deal with your bullshit. No. No. Gross. Where'd that come from? Wait, Genocide Jill, where'd you come from?
You called for me and so I appeared.
Hello, it's the murderous fiend. Here to greet you with a razor sharp smile.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to pick an axe. No, you stupid imbecile, the pickaxe. Stevie imbecile, oh master, you wooed me with your executive level barbs. Here comes the bloody nose. Seriously though, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega 3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for the old memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they
Not possible.
I don't know if useless. This still is, I find difficult to tolerate. My whiteboard just went on. And that's when I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left. One more mystery. Yeah, now we need to figure out the identity of Object X. Object X. No, what are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
You gotta be kidding!
I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What did you find? Good. Our pussy.
You SOB!
Did you hear me? I said a corpse. A corpse?
Yep.
That's right, I found a corpse in the garden. You found a corpse in the garden?
What did you say?
Well, then before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have to be also
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... I saw somebody laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife buried in the stomach up to the hill. What the? Are they really dead? For sure, but who is it? Bro, I got a party invite from someone that I don't remember adding. I think it was from my clan thing from with Air, and now yeah, I'm not joining. I'm live to make things clear. Last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask, and whoever that was, now they're, I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. Yeah, I told you there's a corpse thing out here.
No way!
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body? You need to begin looking around right away, however. But ever be so careful, there's no telling what you might find. I'm gonna find out who this actually is, but there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery, but one that I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating. They're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Picture a knife that's been driven into their stomach. Their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleed has stopped, but the blood, there's still wet. But that is still wet. Be careful, you don't touch it and get some on you. Can't be so calm like this. Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure the girl at least. Huh? How can you tell? Well, I think I see an outline of her chest, just like the general shape of the body. Yeah, and the more I look at this, more I'm sure it's a girl. Maybe it could be. Yeah, okay, I just tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, don't. By the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out toward the mask. The next instant, there's a blinding light and roar. The body blew up. It blew up. It blew up. I'm not reading that many. It blew up. Fucking Christ. How many times do you have to repeat? It blew up in your head for you to realize that the body blew up. God damn. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. But then, hurry up and put out the fire. My consciousness attempted to float away. That voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressing something in my hand. It was a bucket of water. Come on, stuff the water on it. Oh, okay. The upper half of my body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Bloom. Thankfully, I was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. But what the hell, man? It exploded.
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body...
What?
It burned to a crisp, but I had to be on the well done, man. Bro, that voice crack I just fucking had. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that's the body's short. But now that the body's short, I really have no idea. How am I gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh? To consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down on who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. No. I didn't even fucking realize that. I didn't even fucking realize that. Kyoko's not here, it means that has to be Kyoko, right? I mean, if you think logically, the people that are still alive are Makoto, Hiro, Aoi, Byakuya. Wait, the Makoto, Aoi, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, and Kyoko. If we have, here we have Hiro, Makoto, Aoi, Byakuya, and Toko, which means it's Kyoko then. Kyoko? And that body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down, I didn't say it was Kyoko, but I mean, who else? There's one other person, the mastermind. Wait, what if, because it could also, well, yeah, it has to be Mukuro Ikusaba then. It's either Mukuro Ikusaba or Kyoko, and, you know, what? It's the mastermind. Come on, there's no way the mastermind got charbroiled. Get serious. I agree, normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering, but I have reason to believe it may be true. Yeah, monokuma. The mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if the mastermind, if its master is dead, right? But that corpse is a girl, right? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? That same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
What the heck?
He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Can that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Mukuro Ikusaba, the 60th student at OP. What? What are you talking about? Let me explain, Byakuya. The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 60th student here in the school. I think you better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in your school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Sounds like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female. Not one match the body's characteristics. If that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermind-y, doesn't it?
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is the girl, this girl Mukuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair. But she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot. How'd she wind up burnt to a crisp? I don't know. You tell me.
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense. To just suddenly show up and then die. I think we'd better take a closer look at the body to maybe see some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait.
What?
What? Aren't we forgetting about something? You know, Toko. Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Yeah. Oh, she survived! Oh, Caesar, bye. Byakuya doesn't seem too happy about that. But I don't blame him. Huh? What just happened?
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never get again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, then I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live.
What the heck?
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. Right, now I have to focus on the body. I should take a closer look at the body one more time. Wait, those shoes, don't they... Nah, am I thinking this? Those look like Kyoko's boots, but I'm not sure. Or shoes or whatever they are, I don't fucking know anymore. I'm too tired for this shit, alright? I should take a close look at the body one more time. Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Just don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body at all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. Yeah, I'm not Kyoko. I'm not comfortable with thoroughly touching dead bodies, alright? There's something next to the body. It's a key. Is it what Kyoko took from monokuma? Oh, what did you steal? I stole this. Key? Well, looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right. That key she stole was shaped like monokuma. This isn't anything like that. And this key is...
What?
What is it? Did he find something? Yeah. This was on the ground near the body. Never seen this key before. Where did it possibly go to? So even you don't know then? Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were unlocked.
So in other words...
The bio lab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor. That's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now? What room do I try first? The bio lab? Cool. The bio lab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. And there's a key I found in the garden. It's a keyhole. The key is even close enough, which means the key doesn't go to this room. God damn it. Let's try the headmaster's room. The door to the data center was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to enter the key I found in the garden is a keyhole. It fits! And this is the key to the data center. Imagine lock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. So you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. So we get the data center now? Interesting. But why do you now why did the now deceased have the key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open the door, there's not gonna be like another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now. Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words,
it's in your hand. Again, it means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. I feel bad for Makoto, man. He's just being used at this point. Like, they're just using this man. I reached out, put my hand on the door. Closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up to now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school year. The fear was lurking beneath the surface. And the room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at those monitors on the wall. Look at what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms. Every part of the school was covered. In the distance, it's the directory for every single surveillance camera. All those cameras in the school feed went back into this room. And they're displayed here on these monitors, bro, mind me.
so that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room, is to watch us. To watch us? And this room is
It's all clear
the
then.
Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. Mastermind's room? I guess that makes sense. The Mastermind was here. Watching us. And I think this settles it. Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it could only mean one thing. That body was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the mastermind. The mastermind is dead? Like, really dead? It would seem so. But for serious? Too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. And the mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because I mean, that body, whatever happened, they obviously did die a natural death. So what is that? But if the mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this hole. We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. Huh? But what about the exit? The mastermind truly is dead. We can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set this a life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered. Murder? Do you think so too?
Naturally.
Naturally. The state of the corpse makes it plain as day, there is absolutely no doubt. No, I'm gonna turn my AC on and give that out. I have like It's making it hard for me to read, generally. Also, I have my Xbox off. The mastermind was murdered?
But
Why is it gotta be that way? Who could have even done it?
Such
That's
ignorance.
exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind.
I'm telling you!
Now do you understand, you useless insects? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. The mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. Mr. may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind has. But who knows how much time is. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. And a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what can we... You can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? Mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. And Alter Ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. This door is kind of creepy. It's got a picture of monokuma on it. What could be inside? No, there's locks. If we use the key that opened this room, let's give it a try just in case. No, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Well, I guess you're right. Just to think about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. He is right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. There's a really ridiculous number of monitors here. And Mastermind's been using all of them to spy on us. As long as I have this, huh? Oh, look at my master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? Oh, God. There's nothing showing up on this one. Oh, hey, look, that's that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
how about that?
It is. It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, do we hook up that antenna we could watch TV? Huh, did someone say TV?
You know?
Whoa, wow, Saturday morning, Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Yeah, we'll watch TV, let's do it. Come on, come on, come on!
You know?
Ah, you're all stars for some of the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what he's talking about.
You know?
Oh. What's wrong? Good news for y'all, Saturday morning kitties out there. I think I got our TV working. Really? Now all I gotta do is switch it on, then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. All you need to do is cut free from your regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it? Huh? That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing? That's really weird, You're weird. Weird in every way possible, and not just weird, super weird.
But
this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how was it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Here, I went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Huh? What the heck? Is it broken or
Could
something?
it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick? Oh, bro, where the fuck did you come from? Weren't you just like dead a few seconds ago?
Actually...
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Huh?
Huh?
What? 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 Yeah, man, why you freaking bastard? Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead. Yeah, I mean dead. Don't be freaking stupid.
What?
Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course!
Of course something different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even really half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, the look on your faces right now is some fine. That's what I wanted to see the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. And it's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost like to cut off your path so full of hope and despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. You have to keep going. No, we're supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How did you not get it? This is no getting out of There's no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair? Well, I'm pooped for all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point. You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it had a secret of some kind. But I could estimate your attendance, so why is it showing just showing us this surveillance feed? Look at how the antenna attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely without a doubt displaying the signal coming from in on the antenna. Huh? What does that mean? It displayed the signal, but it is just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
You're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Chills!
This doesn't be broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Scream!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I understand the deeper meaning. Well, what broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? That camera feed is being broadcast. No way, that's impossible. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found. It hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course!
Of course! I hear some kind of squeaking. But the sound was coming from my mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean. My mind had begun to creak and groan. And then...
Hey,
everything has a meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience to show them true despair like they'd never seen before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
what are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they would have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did?
yes indeed.
And again, it's not really their business, right? Sure, people might yell at their TV and try to warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know how, personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But they take control of all communications like that. You need an astronomical amount of resources. Yeah, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something all you need to do first, remember?
Of course.
Yeah, there's the little business of ding dong, ding dong. Is it about the body?
A body has
Yup,
been
called
discovered.
it.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Class trial? Do you mean? I'm not laughing, dude.
It's the
I'll be back on to if I right here ever give it all you got, okay?
heart-pounding
Okay, I
excitement.
think I'm gonna get pretty crazy from here on out, so you're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Who is it? 12:08 here, dude. And then it was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth, hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Saba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. It is monokuma is still alive and active. That means the mastermind Mukuro Saba isn't dead. So naturally that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. No other possibility. And the body is Kyoko's? Kyoko has been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. You have to end it like this? I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we better begin. But if we have a class trial, then insta killer.
That's right.
Correct. There must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well then, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
Huh? But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have to explain now. irritable amount of the issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how the game works, after all. Well, I better start by checking out that monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was discovered with wounds, but these were at least several days old. The monokuma doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or, I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to cover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. Go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Monokuma file number 5 is out of the truthful section of your handbook. Okay, time to get started. I need to test it. Anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. Just need to do what I always do. These look like fragments of something. They're all birds, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I have to double check that later. Fragments near the dead body has been at the truthful section of the handbook. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. No, there's something weird about the body's fingernails. She has painted, this victim has painted fingernails. If I remember correctly though, Kyoko did not have painted fingernails. If we actually look closely. And we know that partially because of the gloves. Actually, maybe she did, I have no fucking clue. But she wore gloves all the time. And there's no sign of gloves here. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They feel like they get in the way of normal activity. Fake nails have been added to the truthful section of the handbook. There's something about the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burnt, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Yeah, there's no gloves here. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burned up. There's still one little piece left. You ever have the body got set on fire and exploded so it's totally blackened? Also, top half of the body is wet. That's because they got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on that, on the part that was on fire, the top half of the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? The exploded body analysis has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. So or after the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? And there's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. I mean, this knife is what caused the fatal injury. Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this... It's the knife from Makoto's room. That's it! It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe the masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and maybe then and if this really is Kyoko, it means Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why in the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything where we were from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene, but after principal section or handbook. He tries to check look at the tickles of his school judge. Such a disorder that in other words it's is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the cave. The top is wet, covered with mud and grime. But the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. Inside the tarp is wet and dirt. On one side of the tarp is wet and dirty. It's something about that bothers me. The tarp has been added to truthful section of their handbook. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. The monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just stay away. And so who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Listen, Makoto. You remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? If I remember right, there's some kind of, wearing some kind of mask, a big white coat. Also, the knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped the bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. He actually said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, thin candy on the ground around it.
Okay.
Well, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked though. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too. Fighting before you explode as it has a triple text in your handbook. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk to me about?
So, in other words...
I don't think you're alibi. Bro, we accusing me now? Bro, we accusing me now? Bro, it's all come full circle. This man's been accusing me from the start. This man was one of the people that I believe that accused me of Saika's murder. And then now we're here to watch to hear my alibi. We accusing me again now? Okay. Alibi? Correct. I don't think where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking me about that now? And what's nighttime gotta do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious this murder took place after nighttime? How can you know for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Yo's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be in here. And I can confirm that when I arrived outside, there was no body.
In other words,
so the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Soko here and Hina and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Makoto.
that's right.
If the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? Telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi! Bro, this man is a... Bro, this is... Bro... Just so you know, this man thinks I murdered her, dude. I know. So what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Byaku's account is bad. The truthful section of your handbook. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and...
Serious?
And when I was thinking about when we first found the body, when the body was found, I looked back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. But Monokuma International said at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. And I got there and met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went looking at the pickaxe, so that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock. Oh, now that you mention it, I think you're right. I didn't say for sure the body is found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job is done here. That's a pretty small job. When the body is found, you're going to have to truthful section of your handbook. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens! Oh, 4 bitch, weren't there fucking 5?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there are precisely 5. Yeah, right. What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I know my best of knowing here and focused on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to that case? Chicken coop chickens has added truthful section of their handbook. This is a handle that controls the sprinklers. The sprinklers are set to turn at 7:30 in the morning, and Monokuma said the positively couldn't change. Huh? Hold on. Sprinklers start at 7:30 each morning, right? If the body is here before then, the sprinkler should have gotten it wet. Which means the murder must have taken place Because of that, the truthful sector handbook. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area. But I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. So I need to go and we're looking for my suspicion. I think we'll find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? Is that true? Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can't find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko's never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I could get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
Byakuya has it. I was simply limiting your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. Limit my options.
Give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to 13, so I'll let me borrow her room key. Yeah, sure. It's for your investigation, right? I mean, Byakuya, if you'd come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class try. Oh no, it's not about that. You have to keep the Kyoko's room, right? Oh, something I could borrow it? I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that'd be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, my own agent is here. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, you know, I should go out somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. What one area? I actually don't remember. I know I could use a map to check, right? You're in the 5th floor? No. Oh yeah, the gym. I doubt Makoto's the killer. I mean, come on, we're literally fucking playing as him. There's no way he's the fucking killer. Right? Reasonably, there's no way Makoto's the fucking killer. I'm being fucking reasonable. There's no way. I refuse to believe he's the killer. Alright, wrong way. Monokuma was laying the Smith on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb! It's what it's in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb! And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about it. The fragments I found in the garden. Fragments of your dead body have been updated in the truthful section of your handbook. Okay, I checked everything else I could think of, all that stuff now. Kyoko's room. I should have back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Let's do this shit. We solving this murder right here, right now. We figuring out that Kyoko's goddamn fucking identity, alright? We're doing that all right here, right now. I am not ending till we beat chapter 5. On God. I'm not fucking ending until we do this shit. You think you can go to Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me. Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. This is getting very annoying, because my nose is like making it very, the way my nose is right now is making it very hard to read. Fucking allergies suck, I didn't take care of them soon. But again, even with that, I'm not ending, so here we are. Well then, here we are. Byakuya took out the key, slid it into the keyhole, and then click, and it's open. Looks like it sinks. So, this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. There are lockers that those really traditional public bathhouses use for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I never gone to a public bathhouse. It doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo would block you to a tutorial section of your handbook. Here's the bathroom. Slash an article hanging out the dryer. I better not look inside.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might be able to find some kind of clue here. Clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take the time out of my search to come here. Sorry. Regardless, we plan on poking around at random. You're doomed no matter how much time you take. Sure, we have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Oh, what's this?
True.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. When we open it, if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it! What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
Well, something surely has happened, so open it. Oh, okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheet.
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheet, what could it be? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheet. What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78 student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
see.
It appears to be Mukuro Kusawa's profile. Yeah, looks like it. And that's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying. It's fine, I'll tell you, it was a key and... That's good. You're supposed to be the break that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind? You don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked out at the profile sheet. Named Mukuro Kusawa, sex female, the ultimate soldier. All the small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in military from childhood, and she found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won survival game tournaments and began writing for military magazines. This was before entering middle school. While she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information. She was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group and as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she had received the battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Nicholas profile matched the truthful section of her handbook. The ultimate soldier, a mercenary group? This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in is like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things. As just an ordinary person, but then I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it? The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from what I lived in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Well, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. Ah, geez. Why have you got your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh, you found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out on me, I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either. Even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? Oh, I can't forgive it. Miss Ogami who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I have a proper school life is built on the dedication. Of course I have a proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. I'm good. No, I swear, allergies have been, like, killing me recently, dude. I don't know what it is. Oh, I love how a message from, yes, for like a stream earlier that I did popped up. And oh, so you're saying you have to follow your rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely, I can't have you complain about how unfair it all is. How can I? If I on one subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting. It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I would think I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got here together in the main hallway, back when there were 15 people, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying?
In other words.
That's right, there were actually 15
Yes,
of you.
indeed.
The total number of students taking part of this killing game was actually 16. 16 then.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's a part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is... Why?
huh?
You're saying about this? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, cause I thought this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate now, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Make sense?
Well, now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you, revenge. I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? Well, not that one I told you, but there's those gloves that she wears to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Monokuma's account has been added to the Truth About section of their handbook. Kyoko wears his gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the handbook of her hand... Wait, doesn't I? From the back of her hand... A tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again, huh?
What?
Forget about it. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma is trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules for the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But wait, no. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm fucking up right now. I'm tired, allergies. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to his case. That's why Monokuma revealed. The fuck? There. Well, what fell? I know my chair's not breaking because I literally did stop this. I've had it for like weeks now. Not even a year old. I've been had it for years. That's why monokuma already existed on the 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case.
It's certainly
Perhaps he's the
possible.
one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have... That'd explain why we have to have the class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing him. Mukuro is the killer. She killed Kyoko. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear.
Mukuro Ikosaba isn't the culprit. So what makes you say that? Well, we promised to despair with the mastermind's true identity. For that, Makoto's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a
So,
good
in
point.
other words,
Mukuro is giving us information that would raise questions about her. Would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, for a child right back, I gotta use the bathroom. If Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well, I believe our work here is finished. Is it? Time is it? Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in the investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
Let's go.
Well then, are you coming? Wooden locks are here. I use wood block keys just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key how to Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
Well, that's the one that's connected, that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Oh, okay. I took out the wood block key and inserted it into the locker. It's a metal lock, and of course, the locker usually accepted the key and they're open. There are arrows here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made out of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows are as a triple effect of the handbook. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. And so, ball duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain? If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. The duct tape is related to the case somehow. But how could it could possibly evolve? 40 duct tape is after triple effect of the handbook. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. What's that?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? Or perhaps the forget it. Come on, we need to continue to on the next location. What next location? There's still something we need to look into. I'm gonna more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Yeah, obviously. Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research? Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to. We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a fire related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Yakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back. Alright, here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. Well, I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever, I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out in the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into an enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are confirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was a mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? It all sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are a part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. What makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. I didn't even mention it. Of course, it's something about where the Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It's a Fenrir is the wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that to show that they're a member of the team? Each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. One, they got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean Mukuro Ikusawa profile been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook? Ding dong bing bong, class trial time, baby!
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial! So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later!
I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, I'm not gonna lie. So the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How come you could not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ring high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? What? Are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Stop talking to brace yourself. He'll be here any second. Any second? He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself, but we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why is the monokuma showing up again? Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or? R1! Jesus! Meow, did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait. You got it all backwards. You're the one who's making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for you all to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, you're wrong, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting for 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish someone making us all wait, right? If we all agree with the violation, I'll ring the punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. Is that what I think it is? Please, when I heard that voice, we all spread around the look. It was, yes! Bro. Bro, I'm telling you, dude. The second Monokuma brought up the fucking scars, I knew for a fact that the victim was not Kyoko. Like, I just had like that weird feeling in my head the whole time as well. Like, there's no way Kyoko could have died because like she seems like to a point now to just die, right? I'm here, no rules have been broken. Kyoko? Kyoko, you're still alive. No, that's the ghost. No, it's not a ghost, you dumbass. Stop talking. You wanna fight, do it as a class trial. You need to have some of the fun, save some of the fun for later, right? What is it? Okay, there's no particular penalty for being late.
Is that right?
I mean, you're just fine. What sort of regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. The monokuma was gone. We all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko, you really didn't die. Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. And right now, we gotta deal with a ghost. It's not a fucking ghost, you idiot. I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Whatever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me! Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we wait too long. I'll be happy if this trial's all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we start, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used the key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you?
Correct.
So, I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor.
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then when did you find out? Just now I finished my search. I came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to the trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you're
However,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to. Actually, to be precise,
In
that's
other
why.
words,
I used Monaco's secret tool to open any lock in the school. What? Kyoko's cow's bad at the truthful section of her handbook.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation, because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for you. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unperturbed, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped out into the elevator. And the door is slid shut. This time the clicking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. The dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. It wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't
I've been
wait!
waiting for this life feeling. It's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs have passed.
Drills!
Let's get on with the show! And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly finish, a deadly trial. Yep. Let's go. Trial. Let's fucking go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. If you can figure out, then I'll punish.
Oh wait, did someone start talking? Oh yeah, he said, well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost!
Stop calling her a goddamn ghost, you idiot!
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
That's not even a fucking thing, okay? Just shut your bitch ass up.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her trait?
The important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her.
I got it! I'm talking
We're
about
already
her
off to a
gloves.
great fucking start.
They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
Yeah.
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh! You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves.
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
She's not a fucking ghost. There's no way the corpse was Kyoko, but if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here. The case won't move forward, so I don't have any choice but to.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
I'm patting her right hand, it has to be.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
No, it can't be though.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Oh no!
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I don't know what it is.
Kyoko. Okay, then prove
The dead body wasn't.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Because that corpse is. This entire discussion is idiotic.
That
Kyoko. Okay, then prove
The dead body.
they got burnt up in the
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is
absolute.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
What is it?
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
Prove she's.
The dead body.
They got burnt up in the
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Oh,
That
what?
corpse is. This entire discussion is idiotic. That
Kyoko! Okay, then prove
The dead body wasn't where
they got burnt up!
then she was wearing.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
And I'm looking this shit up. Connor, that was fake.
Shoot!
I'm fucking up right now.
Kyoko there is just a ghost. Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse
Is absolutely
Okay, I know what it
discussion
is.
is idiotic. That Kyoko! Okay, then prove
The dead body
they got burnt up!
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Because that
Are
corpse
you
is this entire
fucking
discussion is
kidding
idiotic.
me?
That Kyoko there is...
Okay, then prove
The dead body was.
they got burnt up!
Then she was wearing.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, that's wrong. No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Yeah. Bro, Hero's brain really doesn't fucking work. I mean, like, his brain didn't work before, but this whole class trial made him even dumber.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
Okay, so you're not calling Kyoko a ghost? Cool.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
For anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts with you. Now, it said something.
If Kyoko really is still alive,
Then who died?
It's gotta be something. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the monokuma. Oh, if we can't identify the body.
No, that's wrong. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? The lion will die a cruel and unusual death.
oh, an unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Oh my god, bro.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Compared to the other race we had, really weird.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
Team leader of the Fenrir is Hangman Gambit. Cool. Wolf, I know the fucking one. Yeah.
Now I understand.
Go.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man! After all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. And that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf. Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first... After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this, no matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused,
Of course you did that.
let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Yeah.
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm
Yeah,
sure
me
you
and
realize who
Kyoko.
I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden. So I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
The other suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Yeah.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden. Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
9 o'clock.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, so when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the big dot, no. Okay, go get the pickaxe, and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m., and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m.? Okay, then. Let's take the game as begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I have to prove the murder didn't happen at the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto...
Yeah, from 7...
That's more than enough time, so Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
We've established a time frame for it took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night...
No, that's wrong! Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on! I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean by denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Yeah.
You're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler...
Oh, I have to do a bullet time battle? Oh, no, I don't like those. Those always stress me out, dude. Watch, I'm gonna do it first time, right?
You
have to
gotta
do
tell us why!
all I have to do is hit total short evidence, that should do it. Yeah, I have to do both on battle. I just checked on the thing.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? How can you say it wasn't the...
This should prove it.
First try. Fucking go.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac! I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because... while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko without an alibi? I mean, not Mukuro's killer. No, he used to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me, and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever, which is why I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all, and as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Oh, I know.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp. And in fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto...
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want me to look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. The tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivation. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally...
It's because that side was protected from the wall. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, he's wrong. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
No, there is seriously something wrong with this guy's brain.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? The blood was camouflage?
After the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim.
You mean someone else's blood?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Oh, they're in the garden. It looks clean. Ah, shit. What am I supposed to show? No, I'm looking it up. Oh,
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Are they trying to imply that Makoto is the killer?
Then, later,
Well, that
at the
feels so
same time the
confused right
killer
now.
was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat
Because
over the
I have
body.
no idea who
The
it is.
coat they've already covered in blood.
Because again, the only two people that don't have alibis really are me and actually we know Kyoko has an alibi. Which means... And then if I don't believe that it was Makoto because we were playing as Makoto. So, I have no fucking clue. I'm lost.
This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult. They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no, I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Oh no.
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, there's something not right with Makoto's alibi and what he's telling them. And suspicion falls on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. This guy's body has been opted. The truth was like
Well
a
then,
hint.
looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
No, it's not flip a coin. Because then there's a 50% chance that we're all gonna die. Besides the blackened. And we're just gonna get it fucking wrong and it's gonna be your fault. No.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No.
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Yeah, they're gonna put the blame on me just because it was in my
That's
room.
what I thought when I first saw it.
What's more important? Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do with it. I don't want it anyway. So what are you hanging on to, Makoto? Huh? Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
I'm not even sure what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed.
Oh,
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
12,000%. Considering everything up to now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove I did murder when I'm not the killer. I don't know, Makoto. It's starting to look likely that it was you, but I still refuse to believe it.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question.
You took that knife.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto. The knife we found, it's the same one. It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it. Look, just because I had that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what...
No, that's wrong. Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The definition of the body is written down for everyone to see. I don't fucking know. I wanna say it might be the knife at the crime. When the body is found, or fragments near the body. I'm not sure about it. I'm gonna look at it. Oh, the titanium arrows. Oh wait, no. Wait, I was looking at the wrong one. Damn it. Fragments of the body. Wait, sorry, I wasn't reading that. I was looking at the wrong one. The fuck? Wait. To file 5.
I got it!
Oh
They
shit.
probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Wait, is this one...
I got it! after the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really...
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. To concentrate.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Wow. What is it? Because I'm gonna losing my mind. What's that door trying to see?
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be...
No, that's wrong. Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
It's like take the pickaxe, when you're gonna hit him with the opposite, in the head with the opposite end, and then you hit him with some fucking like, like just hit him the wrong way, and there's like called a fucking accident, you're like, whoops.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon.
Okay, I swear. No, we won't see it all because I don't want to risk it because we have like only three. And I only have 3.5 hearts left, so I don't want to fuck this up. The titanium arrows.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kinda weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
You sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, 'cause in the monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thick.
No, he's wrong! You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Look at Toko being Miss Know-It-All.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Yes, we do.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you?
Well, fuck you.
If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence. I have evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. Let's just...
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
Protecting me, she says. Actually, for some reason I believe
What?
that. does that mean? She knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue? Could that be when... Which would mean that she killed someone?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know?
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? No, if anything, I should know better than anyone, but you know what? Fine, whatever. When the body is found, right?
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
Actually, hold on. Me.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not the killer.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated it. You said I hid and then left the locker. Could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya!
Master would never hide...
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
No, it's wrong. If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there, am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, it's not actually true. This is a clear contradiction what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. This just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. She makes feel that friends because she's the killer. Or is this something else? This is deeper than this is deeper meaning what Kyoko said earlier. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery is just will stay hidden forever. But I can't let that happen. Mastermind has laid for us. The mastermind's trapped. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko, but what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... Put the blame on yourself. Just straight out admit that you murdered her. And maybe they'll believe you. The mastermind's trapped. The victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it, but who can I trust? Who am I supposed to do the mastermind's trap? If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What should I do? I have to decide right here now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. What do I do? You know, like... I want to read more about this. Bro, there's multiple fucking endings. No fucking shit, dude. There's multiple endings. Yeah, bro, there's multiple goddamn endings. You know what we're doing? We're streaming. And I'm getting possibly every ending once we beat the game. Yeah. It's bro, the website doesn't say what run away means. Bro. Do we let it go, chat? Bro, I don't know what to do. I mean, obviously, we're gonna be able to go back and just get every ending possible. But, like, I'm confused. Do we let it go first, and then... Here. Let me get a notebook from downstairs in my house. And I'll write down the ending so I don't have to go back and stream. Yeah, because we're not ending stream, probably, until, actually, after we beat the game, we're going back and we're going to get every ending. After we beat the game, obviously. But just so I know, I'm gonna grab a notebook. Bro, I did not expect there to be multiple fucking endings, dude. Bro, that one, bro, I was not expecting this game to have multiple endings. Now, obviously I have a bad track record in the past of playing games, finishing games that have multiple endings, and not going back to get the other endings after I beat the game. I've done that with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and I think actually that's it, but... Actually, no, I'll count FNAF 1 as well, because we still never really beat the 7th tonight. So, not the 7th, no, yeah, the 7th was it? Yeah. Yeah. The new page. Wait, I'm gonna look up which one it was to continue playing, because I want to do this. You want to go to trial and then we're going to continue. Okay, so I'm gonna do the let it go ending first. I made my decision. I have to believe it. There's no way to kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind strat that Kyoko mentioned.
Does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second! You've got it all wrong! Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial.
You
all see it, don't you?
I'm not sure. I don't know. It's just a yesterday, because it's now fucking 2:09 in the goddamn morning. Okay, enough though, I'm going to like the dentist in a fucking month or two, so.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Missing part. What do I see?
Well, time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late! So we had to push back the start time! So then, it's time for voting time! Okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of of you!
But they're gonna say Makoto, right?
Voting time.
Please. Don't. I don't think it's Makoto. It's gotta... No. Who is it then? Who is it? Come on. Who are they gonna vote for?
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Hey, hold on! What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I'm gonna pull a vote. Of course it adds up the fucking Makoto. Of fucking course it does. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You put it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job. Yeah, they got it right. No, that's not true. None of this makes sense. The whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials. I'm not gonna end it the same way. You know what, also realizing I'm probably gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to go and redo the whole trial again twice just to get every ending, which I'm fine with, but
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
it's time for your heart, body, mind, and every abandonment. Wait, why don't they? Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
This is effed up. What's this? What's going on? Hey, what's that? Oh yeah, it has to be
This is...
alter ego. Alter ego? Ain't this some stupid virus from that stupid guy here at the planet when he invaded my network? Damn it, what the hell? I don't believe this. Let's see, you finally made your miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why you think you are one? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. Your stupid virus is gone now. I got it, and so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. So waste away in that garbage-strewn pit in a way that's an even better special punishment. But it's not enough. I'm still not satisfied. Bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Fuck you, not really all that. He's gone. Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of this? Just what the hell is
Calm
going
down.
on? It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped.
in other words,
No, it's the mastermind that's in
What
What
did
are you
you...
talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Massive high school towers are over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. Government-funded school of privilege. They say if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. Years of tradition, it brings the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hopes in the nation's future as it makes Hopes Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. Yeah. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing here? Asleep just now. There wasn't any classroom I'd seen before. What the heck is going on? Finally, I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the faintest hint of light seeping in. Ash was piled high all across the area. It's some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. I was going to be stuck in there until I wasted away and died. No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used his last little bit of his strength to do it. But I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend, and with that my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. It's locked. Every time I pushed or pulled or kicked it, and it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Well, I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. There's a plate of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. You have to search for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I think I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. And that's our declaration. The next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterpreted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. All I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. What the? That strange sound pierced in my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall over? Something fell from above. What could it have been? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Kyoko, you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your head. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again. First, I have something for him. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Ooh, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. Still haven't given up then. Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kyoko, why do you come to rescue me? To pay a debt. Or no, to atone. You're gonna try, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. You knew. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that you didn't abandon me. No, that's not exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost. Why do you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive is so I could do what I came to school to do. I've made up my mind to come to the academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope Speed.
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did once. Until recently I had forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then, is it really true you lost your memory? Remember, Makoto, do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? That was about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped
That's
here.
right.
I fainted too. When I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
I get back on it now. At that point, my memory was gone. at that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I had come to the school and why I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Seeing that you think you're lost in your memory, because I'm positive that it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they do that? One reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plan. So the mastermind just stole them from me?
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to mystery, the school, and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you? If I did that, and we all worked as one, Mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the Mastermind is actually one of us.
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it, it's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? Mastermind, one of us. If you believe that, then one of us, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. Now, it's just intuition, but you see, your intuition is right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay.
Yeah, it's like the dream I had before, but why did this happen? Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
You know, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
And no, I never asked you for your help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. I better talk to Kyoko.
So...
That's why I'm going to recall that person of my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective?
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find in the school. You had to find someone?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father.
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is the Hope's Peak headmaster. It explains when Alter Ego told us he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster. No matter the cost. Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here is to find him. And that makes sense. But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear. There's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't a mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said that what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. What did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes. There's my assumption. Yeah. It's to investigate the second floor of the dorm using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map. Provided the entirety of Hope Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile. In that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of us that must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's what I finally remembered. I remember that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room.
However,
there? Once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorm didn't have any cameras and monitors. What was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I could say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important. It's really ominous.
However...
And of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorm, there was no cameras and no monitors, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Kusaba.
However...
To be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so that who did kill her? What I could say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Kusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed? I stole that key and disappeared in retaliation. They wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. That was the point of the class trial. It was. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly? You mean because of the school regulations? Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore the academy at your discretion.
In other words,
the mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. Mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the regulations. There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Kusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have been... You know what I'm talking about, right? You mean... During the night... I could hear them, you know? Their footsteps of the god of death. What? I could hear the god of death as he moves. That ability actually draws me to cases just like this.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down at the stairwell and I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow going into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever last assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And a murder with disguise. The dojo key wound up in my room. It'll have to be the work of that mastermind in an attempt to use the class tried to eliminate me. So this would mean whoever killed Mukuro is also mastermind, right? I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want, and if they feel like it. Wait, but does that mean they create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they wanted to interfere, right?
Correct.
Right, that is a contradiction. And that is Mukuro. And if I try to kill me, that seems ready to kill you and you win. Everything they did is a contradiction, so what does it all mean?
In other words,
I mean, the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. You need the ultimate despair. There's ultimate despair? Bro, oh my god, so many fucking twists in this stream, chat. God damn. The fact that me or Makoto could have been... I'm not Makoto, sorry. Not Makoto or Kyoko could have been executed. And, you know, the fact that there's two ultimate despairs that, you know, everything makes no goddamn fucking sense. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just for one person, you know? If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. Talking about what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy, whoever was responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair. Despicable groups whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Indeed. Make no mistake, they're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair, and that is our real enemy. Chapter 5, 100 Mile Dash, Pain of Junk Food Junkie, the end. Dream Island rocket present. Yes. This is where I'm going to end the stream. Depending on how long downtime takes, I'll stream this game again for a bit. But then obviously once servers come online, well, depends on how really into it I am then. And yeah,